Tonight we are doing stretch Pilates, full body stretch as always. If you would like to have a pillow with you, grab a pillow. That's just going to be used potentially for our spine stretch. You'll soon find out whether you need to use it or not. And if you'd like to get a little bit deeper into those juicy calf stretches, feel free to grab a Pilates circle or a band or a tea towel or even a t-shirt. Definitely not necessary, but definitely helps getting a little bit deeper into those stretches. All right, let's go. We're gonna be down onto the mat. So dropping your bum down to your heels and reaching those hands as far forward as you can. Taking a little breather here. If you'd like to bring the knees further apart, go for it. Just dropping the chest down towards the ground. Just going to take 5 deep breaths in and out here. So reaching those fingertips just that little bit further away. Dropping the bum down towards the heels. And that nice stretch out through the spine. I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Coming up onto your hands and knees now. So we're going to lift up, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, hip distance apart. Dropping the tummy down, look to the sky, and then round through the spine, look to the knees. Dropping the tummy down, look to the sky, and around the spine, looking to the knees. Just continuing here at your own rhythm, your own pace. As you lift into your angry cat, let's think about lifting the line of where the bra strap would be up towards the ceiling. So that upper back lifts right up before dropping back down, looking back up to the sky. All right, 3 to go, each way. 2. And last ones, each way. From here, just dropping your bum back down towards your heels, reaching those hands as far forward as you can. We're going to be lifting up through angry cat, so rounding the spine as we lift, dropping down into cobra, looking up to the sky. Coming back through angry cat, rounding through the spine, then drop the bum back towards the heels. Round to lift. And drop the waistband towards the hands into your cobra. And you may find you need to reposition the hands a little bit as you come into your cobra. Feel free to do that. And we can add in a few different things here. They're absolutely optional. As you drop into your cobra, you might like to have a look over one shoulder and then back through center and look over the other shoulder, just twisting side to side before coming back through center. Angry cat to lift and down into child's pose. You could also opt to have your knees a little bit further apart, and as you drop into your cobra, allowing the legs to come out wide, looking to the sky, coming back through angry cat and back into child's pose. All right, we'll go for about 2 more here. And then last one, and we'll all meet back in child's pose. There's no need to rush back, just take your time. Once you're back into your child's pose, just take a big stretch, reaching the hands forward. Beautiful, that's it. Dropping the bum down towards the heels, reaching those hands as far forward as you can. All right, from here, we're going to be lifting up into pike and holding into our pike. So coming up onto the hands and knees, tucking the toes under. Lift the bum to the sky, and then we're going to sink our heels down towards the mat. Pushing your chest towards your legs. Now I'm going to give you two options tonight. Option one, we hold here for the next 30 seconds, just allowing those heels to drop. Option two, cycle it out. Drop one knee and drop the opposite heel. And cycle. So drop one knee and drop the opposite heel, or just sink and hold into that pike for the whole 30 seconds. Beautiful, that's it. All right, we've got 15 seconds to go. And 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now finding your pike, heels dropping towards the mat. We're going to move into pigeon by bringing the right knee down in between the hands. So bringing the right knee down, then drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. So shuffling around to find the best stretch you can. So we want to really feel this through the glute. So making any little adjustments that you need. So for example, we can slide the back leg back a little bit further or create more of an angle with this front leg. From here, we can drop into our preferred position, whether that's staying on your hands, dropping onto your forearms, or forehead to the ground. For some people, taking their knee a bit more out to the side and dropping their chest down onto the mat will give them a good stretch as well. So just move around, find what works for you. We've all got different makeups in our hips, so what works for one person might not necessarily work for the next. All right, we're going to hold this one for the next 45 seconds. I'm going to use the breath to sink deeper into that right hip. So as you exhale, allow the body to become a bit heavier, dropping deeper into that hip. You're doing really well. We're going to hold for another 20 seconds. Beautiful, doing well. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the hands into the mat. We're looking up towards the ceiling, so we're going to stretch out through the front here. We're staying in that pigeon pose. Walk the hands a little bit closer towards the body to lift up even more into that stretch. Beautiful work. We're going to hold here for the next 20 seconds. 20 seconds here. That's it. Doing well. Keep holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from here, we're going to tuck the back toes. So tucking the back toes under, lift that back knee up. We're going to shoot the bum up to the ceiling, find your pike, and then we swap sides. Drop the opposite knee down, drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. And just sink into your preferred position, making any little adjustments that you need, like sliding the back leg back or creating more of an angle with that front leg. And dropping down. So yeah, we're going to use that exhale. So using the exhale to sink deeper into that hip. If we're doing well, we're just going to hold for another 20 seconds here. Keep sinking down into that hip with the exhale, allowing the body just to become that bit heavier. Holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's press the hands into the mat. We're going to look forward. So we're stretching out through the abdominals here. If you feel like you can get deeper, walk those fingertips towards your body, lifting the chest up, looking up towards the ceiling, and we hold for 20 seconds here. And 10. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the hands into the mat. Tuck the back toes, shoot the bum up to the sky. So we're back into our pike. Now this time we're going to be taking the right foot forward in between the hands. So you could take one big jump to get there. You might take a couple of jumps to get there. Just bringing that right foot forward, then gently drop the back knee and untuck the back toes. So we should find ourselves in a lunge position now. Now, if you're on a bit of a harder floor and you need some extra padding under your knee, feel free to grab a pillow or even like a little blanket or something, just to give you that extra padding under the knee. I'm on some quite hard floors at the moment, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, options here. Hands to either side of the leg, hands to the left of the leg, or to get a bit deeper, we're going to lift the chest up and then place the hands onto the thigh. Beautiful, that's it. Now we're using the breath here, using the exhale to see if we can sink that little bit deeper into the stretch. If you would like to take it one step further, this is going to get a bit more into the psoas muscle, which goes through our hip flexor and up into the spine. Left hand up to the sky, and then we drop it over to the right. So we drop over the body. Whew, this one's hard work for me. So feel free to hold this one here. If it's a bit just too much for you today, you can always drop the hand back down. We're going to be holding for the next 30 seconds here, okay? You're doing well. If you need to release out of the stretch at any stage, slowly lift out of it, then slowly sink back down. 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to straighten out through this right leg. So bringing the bum backwards, straightening out through the right leg, and bring the hands down to the ground here. We're going to lift those toes up towards the ceiling. Now options, we can just stay in this position. This is going to give us an awesome stretch through the back of the leg. If you want to get a bit deeper into it, see if you can grab your toes, pull your toes back towards your nose. You can always have one hand down on the ground to support. If you would like to use your Pilates ring or band or tea towel, you could always use that as well, just to get that little bit deeper into the stretch, pulling back. Okay, so whatever works for you. Now you've got two options here as well. Option 1 is we leave our bum up off our heel. Option 2 is we walk the hands back, placing our bum onto the heel, staying rounded through the spine for both versions, grabbing those toes, pulling them back towards our nose. Okay. Now if you're bringing your bum down onto your heel and you want to come off to the side, go for it, okay? It's not essential that you leave your bum sitting on your heel. If it's comfortable for you, it's okay, awesome, but if not, just bring the bum off to the side. All right, using the exhale, using that breath to sink that little bit deeper down into your stretch by pulling the toes back towards your nose and then dropping your nose down towards your knee. I'm just going to hold for another 20 seconds here. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to come all the way forward. So bring the hands to the mat, lift, come back into your lunge position. Now from your lunge, if we've got our right foot in front, we're going to bring our right hand up to the sky. Opening up through the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. We're going to hold here for the next 10. See if you can still sink those hips down towards the mat for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hand back down, tucking the back toes. We lift the back knee up. Take your leg all the way back. Let's swap sides. So we're going to jump the left foot all the way forward. Beautiful, that's it. Drop the back knee down and untuck the back toes. We're moving into our lunge first. So options, hands can be down to the ground, either side of the foot, off to the right of the foot, or lifting up, bringing the hands onto the thigh, dropping the hips down. All right, if you'd like to take it that one step further, right hand this time lifts up to the sky and drops over to the left. Beautiful. We've got 45 seconds to go here. Okay, if you need to come out of the stretch at any time, just take the hips back and then slowly sink back down into it. "15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening out through the left leg now. Bringing the hands down to the ground. Two options. Well, first of all, we're going to get those toes up to the sky. Option 1, leaving the bum up from the heel. Option 2, dropping the bum down onto the heel. Okay, if you need to use any equipment just to get that little bit deeper of a stretch, go for it. But if not, try and grab hold of those toes, dropping the chest down towards the knee. Okay, using the exhale, using that breath to sink deeper down into your stretch. "20 seconds to go. Three, 2, and 1. Let's lift ourselves back up. Come all the way forward into your lunge. All right, from here, left hand, so left foot's in front, which means left hand is coming up to the ceiling. We're opening up through the chest, looking up towards the ceiling, and we're going to hold here for the next 10 seconds. That, beautiful, that's it. So left hand up, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands back down to the mat. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knee. Take your leg back into pike. And we're going to gently drop the knees down. Untuck the toes. Pushing into child's pose. Reaching those hands as far forward as you can. Stretching out. That's it. We'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, from here, we're going to be bringing our chest down onto the mat. So dropping your chest down. All right, we're taking both arms out to a T to begin with. So we want them right out to the sides. All right, so I'm going to place my left hand into the mat, okay, right next to my chest. Left heel kicks towards my left butt cheek. Now pushing into the mat with your hand, roll over to face the left hand side. So we're stretching into this right shoulder joint here. Okay, so I'll explain that again because there is a couple of moves to it. So having both arms out to a T initially, then left hand into the mat. So you're pushing the hand into the mat, kicking the left heel to your butt cheek, and then we roll over to face the left hand side. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like on the other side for anybody that needs to visually see it, but just stay on that side that you're on. So hand into the mat, same side, heel comes towards your butt cheek. We push the hand into the mat as we drop those toes down towards the ground. So we're facing our chest out to the side. We're really stretching into this bottom shoulder. You can also take it one step further here if you like, bringing the top hand around to grab hold of the top ankle and then pulling the heel towards the butt cheek. And that's going to stretch into that front hip. Beautiful, that's it. We're just going to chill out here for the next 30 seconds, guys. So you can always close your eyes, rest the head down onto the mat. Using the exhale to bring that heel a little bit closer towards your butt cheek, or even dropping the toes down towards the mat, coming into more of that shoulder stretch. And hold for the next 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the leg. And then dropping back down, coming back onto your belly, onto your chest. Okay, so we'll do the other side. All right, so right hand into the mat, right heel to butt cheek. Pushing over to the side, so make sure that left arm is out to a T, and then rolling over onto the side. Okay, dropping the toes down towards the mat. You can take it that one step further by bringing the hand back, grabbing hold of your foot, pulling your heel towards your butt cheek. Beautiful, that's it. It's looking nice, everyone. Let's stay in that position. Using the exhale, pulling that heel just a little bit closer towards your bum. You could also then take it that one step further by dropping the toes down towards the mat, getting deeper into your shoulder stretch here. And 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back over onto your belly. So rolling back over onto your belly. We're placing both hands on either side of our chest. Okay, keeping the elbows nice and tucked in. We're going to lift ourselves up into a cobra, then come back through angry cat to child's pose. So lifting up into cobra, looking up to the sky, finding your angry cat, and back into child's pose. Reaching the hands forward, dropping the bum down towards the heels, and we're just holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming on up, we're going to come into our mermaid or our zigzag sit. We'll start with our right leg in front. Left leg comes down by our side. So right leg in front, left leg down by your side. If you're going lengthways on your mat, because we're going to be coming side to side here. So bringing both arms to a T. Right forearm is going to drop down to the mat as we rainbow that left arm up and over. And then coming all the way back, placing the left hand onto the mat, rainbow the right arm up and over. Beautiful, that's it. We're just going to go here nice and slow and flowing, dropping down to the right side. Pretty easy to get the forearm to the ground on this side. And then placing the left hand down. Some people can get the forearm down. If you're quite flexible and got that extra mobility, you may be able to do it on both sides. But if not, just the hand down onto the mat is perfectly fine. I've only seen about 2 people so far be able to get their forearm down on both sides. Beautiful, that's it. All right, we'll go for 2 more each side, and then we're going to swap the legs around. Beautiful, last ones each side. All right, let's swap those legs around. So this time left leg is going to come in front, right leg comes down by our side. So we're into that zigzag sit. Beautiful, that's it. Arms to a T. Coming down to the left, forearm drops onto the mat. Rainbow the right arm over. Coming back, placing the hand down onto the mat, rainbow to the other side. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep going here. Rainbowing from side to side. Beautiful, that's it. I will go for about 3 more on each side. Two more each side. And the last ones. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're going to swap the legs back into the opposite zigzag. So where we were at the start, so right leg in front, left leg down by our side. Now this time we're going to go for a stretch and hold, but this time we will be sliding the hands forward. So bring your hands on either side of your left knee. So left knee, we're going to slide those fingertips away from the body, reaching them as far away as you can. Using the exhale to see if you can creep those fingertips just a little bit further. So if the right leg's in front, we're stretching over the left knee. Beautiful, that's it. Reaching those hands away, dropping the chest down towards the leg. Now trust me, the other side is going to feel amazing compared to this side. All right, now we're going to bring our hands to either side of the right leg. Slide or walk them away. This time your chest should drop down over that leg, reaching those fingertips away. This side will feel very, very nice compared to the last. Continue trying to reach those fingertips just that little bit further with the exhale. And hold for another 10. Three, 2, and 1. Lifting yourself back up. All right, from here, keeping the legs where they are, we're going to bring our arms back behind. So we're going to walk the hands back behind. Now you've got a few different options here. So this one's going to get into that left hip, into the front of the left hip. So we can walk those hands back as far as we can, looking up to the ceiling. If you feel like you've still got some space there, drop down onto the forearms. If you still feel like you've got a bit more space, drop your back down onto the mat. Now you could always opt to use a pillow here as well. So if you feel like you're in between any of those, grab a pillow and pop it behind your back, just giving you that extra support. And we're going to stay here for the next 40 seconds. If you find that your knees are lifting up off the mat, use the exhale to allow them to drop towards the ground. It's okay if they're not touching the ground, it's just the feeling of them dropping down towards the mat. It's going to get you deeper into that stretch. Beautiful, doing really well here. We're going to hold for another 15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting yourself back up, taking your time to come up. And then we're going to swap those legs around. So left leg in front, right leg comes down by your side. We're starting to bring the hands over the right knee first, so the more uncomfortable side of the two. Reaching the hands over the right knee, dropping the chest down, reaching those fingertips away. Using the exhale to get them just that little bit further with each breath out. I'm going to hold for another 10 seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up. Nice work. It's a good side now. Dropping your hands down over the left leg, dropping your chest down over the leg, reaching those fingertips as far away as you can, dropping the chest, using the exhale to drop that little bit deeper. And just keep holding here for the next 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back up. Now this is where we bring those hands back behind. Your options are to take both hands back as far as you can, looking up towards the ceiling, or drop down onto the forearms, or drop your back down onto the mat. Feel free to make use of a pillow here as well. Just dropping it behind your back, especially if you feel like you're in between two options. All right, if you feel like those knees are lifting, use the exhale, dropping them down towards the mat. We've got 45 seconds left here. Using the exhale to sink deeper into that stretch. Holding for another 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking your time, lifting yourself back up. All right, we're going to be taking both legs out wide now. So we're coming into spine stretch. So I'm just going to talk through spine stretch just a little bit. Those that know what they're doing, just jump straight into it. So we're sitting up nice and tall through the spine. We're lifting both feet up towards the ceiling, so both toes up towards the ceiling, placing the hands in front. Now we want to sit tall through the spine here. So if you find that you've got your legs long and you're rounding through the spine, you can't quite get that height, that's when a pillow comes in super handy, or a little bend into the knees. So you can always pop your bum up onto your pillow. Me in the morning, this is where I'm at because my hamstrings just get that tight. So we're going to place our hands down in front, chin to chest, round through the spine, push forward, pulse 1, 2, 3, then sit back up tall. Chin to chest, round through the spine, push forward, pulse 1, 2, 3, then back up tall through the spine. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep going here. Tall through the spine, chin to chest round, push forward 1, 2, 3, back up tall. Chin to chest round, forward 1, 2, 3, and lift. We'll go for about 5 more here. Just finding the point on the mat where you're currently getting your fingertips to, and let's see if we can just get them that little bit further. Trying to keep those toes still pointing up towards the ceiling, so we're stretching out through the back of the legs. Let's do 2 more, and then we're going to come into a hold. Last ones, 1, 2, 3, lifting back up tall. Okay, so for your hold, we're keeping the legs wide and we're bringing our forearms down towards the mat. So take a nice deep bend in the elbows and then placing the forearms down towards the mat. Now, if they're not going to touch, totally fine, okay? 2 options, especially if they're not touching. Option 1 is just to stay in this position. Use the exhale to drop the forearms down towards the mat. Option 2, grab your pillow, place your forearms into your pillow, and use the pillow as like a substitute floor, basically. And then we're just pressing the forearms down into that pillow. If the forearms are on the ground, let's press them into the ground. Just get that bit deeper into your stretch. We have 30 seconds to go here. Doing really well. I know this one is definitely not the most comfortable of stretches to hold. Doing well. We're holding for the next 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Restack the spine, and we're going to bring both legs back in together. From here, we might actually do another little stretch out through the inner thighs, but this is going to feel really nice. Bring your feet together, knees apart. Okay, bring your heels as close to your bum as you can, and then we are just going to bring the body forward, bringing the chest forward, getting the elbows into the knees to press them down, and just chest comes forward. Beautiful, that's it. We're going to hold for the next 20 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Restacking the spine. All right, we're bringing both legs out long here. So bringing both legs long. We're going to come into a bit of a spine twist. So we're going to bring our right foot and take it over our left leg. So right foot over the left leg, knees going up to the sky. Beautiful. Left hand, left arm comes in front of the knee, so hooking onto the front of the knee, and then we turn to look over the right shoulder. Beautiful, that's it. Now from here, let's think about lifting through the spine. So extending the spine, think about the top of the head going up towards the ceiling, and see if you can get just that little bit further into your twist. We'll hold here for another 20 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly coming back. We'll swap sides. So left foot over the right leg. So left foot over the right leg. Right arm hooks to the front of the knee. And then we're going to turn and look over the left shoulder. Looking back behind. Beautiful, that's it. All right, from here, lift through the spine. So extending the spine, top of the head lifting up towards the ceiling, and then see if you can twist just that little bit further. All right, we've got 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turning back around. Okay, so what we're going to move into next, just to finish off the class, is some of that diaphragmatic breathing, so that deep belly breaths. Now we're just going to find a comfortable position. So you could opt to sit cross-legged, maybe on a pillow, or if you're comfortable to lay down, you can lay down either knees up or legs long, or even placing a pillow under your knees can feel really comfortable here as well. We're going to place one hand on our belly and one hand on our chest, and just closing your eyes. Just taking a couple of regular breaths in and out, feeling the hand on your chest rise and fall with the breath. So in a moment, when you're ready, we're going to start to take those deep inhales, expanding the belly full of air. So we're going to focus on the hand that's on our belly now. Breathing in, inhaling, filling the belly full of air. Feel your hand rise with the belly. And then as you exhale, blow all of the air out of your mouth, allowing your belly button to drop towards your spine. And inhale deeply. Fill the belly full of air, expanding the belly. And then exhale, dropping the belly button down to the spine, exhaling through the mouth. So just continuing here, going for those deep belly breaths. So by doing these, we're getting that really nice stretch through the diaphragm. The diaphragm doesn't often get a nice stretch out. If your diaphragm's tight, you may even feel this stretch. Alright, we're going to take one more deep inhale into the belly. Expand the belly full of air. And then when you're ready, exhale all of the air out. From here, we're just returning to a regular breath, your normal breath. We'll start to wiggle the toes, moving the body. And when you're ready, just opening your eyes. And then taking your time, we'll come back up to a seated position. And we're all done for the night, ready for bed. But just take your time coming up. There's absolutely no need to rush. All right, I hope you have a good night. I'll speak to you soon.